All right. Hi everyone. So I was playing Ready or Not, and I was thinking like, what could I do? What kind of video could I do? And I got the idea to just like do one of those kind of story time videos, maybe in a way. I'm just someone I like talking and I like thinking and like reminiscing. What the fuck? I like reminiscing. So fucking YouTube is probably an a wonderful place for me to just toss my words into the void. So yeah, maybe someone finds this entertaining. Now, the best place to start is certainly gonna be gaming, because that's the shit I do ever since I was like a little kid. Minecraft. I loved Minecraft. I still do. But when you're when I was a child, I there were always like these two big names as Call of Duty and Battlefield. I wasn't allowed to play either because apparently that would turn me into a school shooter. That was kind of the reason I was told not to play them or watch them too. Of course, I was allowed to watch like Navy CIS and some psychotic crazy bullshit on TV, but no, not playing Call of Duty. Mm-mm. So yeah, I was very afraid, or I have always been very afraid of getting into trouble. So I also didn't watch it. The issue is I had like two main games at that time, and I was like 10 years old. I want to say I was 10, maybe a bit younger, honestly. But I'm not entirely sure. But it doesn't matter either. Uh, Point still stands. I had two main games, Minecraft and Team Fortress. Now, Team Fortress, I was able to play because in Germany, the game was censored at the time. So there wasn't blood, there wasn't gore, there were just mean words and snipers saying the F slur. I guess in the German translation, he just said that. I didn't know what that means, but fuck it. Um, the problem is just like I played Minecraft all day, every day, so I got bored. And Team Fortress was fun, and I think I'll talk about it in this video too. But the problem with TF2 is just like I don't know, it just got boring as well. It's a very hard game, right? I was a little child, so I just got schooled a lot. Unless I was playing sniper, somehow I was an absolute demon. I think like 9-year-old me would probably destroy me today as a 20-year-old. In the sniper 1v1. I distinctly remember being a fucking menace with that class as a child, but yeah, there was this one other game that some people, even in my family, played, and that's Counter-Strike. And I remember like the first time I saw CS:GO was a YouTube video from a German YouTuber, and I fell in love with that game immediately. I fucking loved it. Just by watching one video, I knew this is the shit. This is where I belong. Fuck COD, fuck Battlefield. I gotta get CSGO immediately. But I couldn't, I was too young, I wasn't allowed to. However, I ended up turning 12 years old one day. And of course, I got my TV, which I still have. That thing is surviving everything somehow. And so I was able to finally put my Xbox into my own room, into my bedroom, and of course I also had a couple of gift cards still. So you best believe I bought Counter-Strike Global Motherfucking Offensive on the Xbox 360. I don't know if people even are aware this shit exists, because no one talks about it. It's probably so utterly niche, and like, Xbox players were playing different shit. It was like Halo. It was all about Halo. It was all about COD, Battlefield, and like what else were people playing at the time? GTA 5 definitely. You know that shit. It was all about those games. On the PC, people played CS:GO, but not on the consoles. But I did. Of course, I did. And the reason why I love this so much, why I love thinking about it, is like what I did. Because I didn't have Xbox Gold. My parents didn't have it on like the paid subscription. Instead, I would sometimes get Xbox Gold gift cards to allow me to play online. And since I didn't have Gold, I couldn't play multiplayer. And I probably wouldn't have either. So, what do I do? What does a 12-year-old Mick do in that situation? Play with bots, right? But I didn't just fight bots, no. I remember I pretended like I was playing for. I pretended like I was playing for ninjas in pajamas. As like. I didn't even know what the fucking team is about. Like, I still can't tell you shit about them. It just said in one of the videos I watched as a child, someone said that ninjas in pajamas is like king, and so I immediately jumped on that because I wanted to sound cool. Um, and yeah, I pretended like I was playing for them, and I had my little team. I like imagine I have my teammates there in my room with me, playing with me, and I do like talks with them and discuss strategies. Really, I just talk to no one, obviously, but that shit was actually peak. I'm telling you, that was fucking fun. And so I play mainly Dust 1. I loved Dust 1 competitive mode with the AWP, of course, and the Desert Eagle. And no, I did not hit a single shot with the Deagle, but you know, I could have, and it does satisfying headshots, so hell yeah. Now, a second thing I did, so for context, the Xbox 360 CSGO version is super old. Like, I don't know exactly which version, but it's an old one. There are no skins, nothing. It's just the game. You can't inspect your guns. You can't buy skins, thank God. It's just old CSGO, really. And I watched a lot of Anomaly around that time. And I really wanted skins. Because Anomaly was always gambling. So I wanted to look cool. I wanted to have like a dragon lore, and I wanted to have a M4 Nitro, I remember. The issue is, like I said, there's no skins, and even if I wouldn't have had the money to buy it, I was a little kid, bro. But in the gun game mode, you get a golden knife. And that was the shit. I wanted that golden knife so bad. So I kept playing the gun game mode until I got that golden knife. And then I just kind of walk around and pretend like I have skins. I'd keep like staring at it and be like, oh my god, this looks so cool. I have a golden knife, everyone. But in reality, it's not even a really a skin. It's just his standard knife, but in yellow. Oh, but that was fucking amazing, man. Now, in 2019, I got my computer, and I think 2019 was around the time where Operation Shattered Web came out. Yes, November 2019. So right around that time, I started playing CS on the PC, and with that, uh, there was also Danger Zone. Oh no, okay. Danger Zone came out a year earlier. Okay, yeah. But it was there, I remember that. So since I was like really scared to ruin people's online matches, in CS, I decided to just play Danger Zone with a friend I made, and that was cool. I kind of liked Danger Zone. It was a bit of a wacky kind of battle royale, but we did quite decently, I'd say. Not really amazing. I was getting used to PC gaming at the time, but shit, man, we all gotta start somewhere, right? The main thing, however, that I did then in PC Counter-Strike was just play like community-made maps. Horror maps a lot. There was also a wave survival zombie mode thingy, which was actually quite fun, especially when it came to locking ourselves out of the fucking house that we are supposed to defend. Like locking one person out at least, and then not letting them in anymore. I definitely have trust issues because of that. Fuck it, man. It was worth. It was worth. And you got revenge when the other guy went outside to grab ammo. You know, I could close the door. Mm, unfortunately, though, after that, I didn't play too much. A lot of like casual. I got into I got into competitive later. I would watch a ton of Hikes videos because he made a lot of like tips and like mindsets because I kind of wanted to be a CS pro. Not really as like a firm goal, but it was something that was in my head a little bit. I wanted to reach global elite. I wanted to join the team at some point maybe. I wanted to be a CS:GO YouTuber. Uh Never really went anywhere, unsurprisingly. But that shit, it was still very, very fun. But yeah, kind of close this chapter off. I haven't played CS ever since CS2 came out. I I'm not really into that at the moment. I've thought about giving it a try. I just no. I just don't really see the reason. Okay, now that oh my god, now the TF2 part, I'm remembering so many things. I uh yeah, so like I said, um I got completely destroyed in TF2. You know, I'm a little kid. I can't really lead with soldiers, rocket launcher, or do smart moves with like a demo man. Uh, Scout didn't have enough HP, and heavy. I've always found heavy a bit boring. There was definitely pyro, which I thought was cool. Pyro was really fun. Cause I get to like use the air blast to knock people off the map. That's what I did a lot of the time. Then there's engineer. Engineer was great, but I was like a turtle engineer because I felt really bad when my sentries died. I'd get like a sting in my heart. Like it would actually hurt when someone killed my sentry or my dispensers because to me they were like my friends. I was very affectionate, okay? And so I just kind of put them in places where they couldn't fucking reach anyone. And when they finally did, I just pulled them out of the fight as soon as they got one bit of damage. Because I didn't want them to die. They're fighting for me. Sentry look cute. Oh my god. Man, who else is there? There's fucking Medic, which I would play sometimes. But like only to heal heavies. The problem with Medic was that people would like get angry if I didn't do a great job. And I didn't want to get shouted at because I'd feel really bad. I felt bad for a lot of things. So that was just too much of a that was just too much. Too much for me. And then there's Spy, but Spy was too hard. The only time I had decent results with Spy was when I got that invisibility watch that recovers charge as long as you are standing still. There you go. And along with that, I would use the big earner, which is that knife that makes you faster after killing a guy or like backstabbing someone. So I just sit there with unlimited invisibility, wait until someone walks by, backstab them, run away, and then just get fucking annihilated by someone I didn't see. I don't know. That's just it's just so stupid. But yeah, the one class, like I said earlier, that I was good at was sniper. And like, I would watch all of the Meet the Team videos over and over again, and I just found Sniper to be the coolest out of them all. The glasses were cool, and like he's this Australian dude who lives in the wilderness of Australia, the outback, hunting people. He's got a cool voice too, so it was amazing to me. Um, yeah, I I did end up being pretty good with him. Because the thing is, TF2 has some hit scan weapons, obviously, right? You've got like Scout's shotgun and the pistols, a lot of them. But they require you to hit shots multiple times usually. And you've got Soldier with a rocket launcher, but you have to pull lead and try to do market garden sometimes. I I was shit at everything except for when it came to just one-shotting people. And for that, Sniper was very good because I just gotta click the head, which wasn't easy either, but I seem to have a much easier time just clicking people's heads than trying to get a follow-up shot in or something. And since I play, I'd say like rather defensively, I was able to just kind of stay very far back and run away. Like if I miss a shot or someone saw me, I just run the fuck away, which was good. But I didn't actually play a lot of the normal game mode. What I did most was community game modes, like on community servers. I would always be on like achievement engineer and or like the achievement servers in general because I get to type the exclamation mark achievement thingy and that will give me weapons because I loved getting new weapons. That was every time I had that distinct notification sound. Bro, my heart skipped a beat. Finally, a new thing for me to try out. So I did that. Um, Other than that, there's a lot of like kind of hangouts maps where you get to chill with people, which is also some of the achievement maps. It's a lot of trade plazas too. The trade maps were pretty nice. And on one of those kind of trade maps, I remember me. Oh my god, I remember meeting this guy. Right, I I don't think he was an adult. I think he was probably like 16. But bro, he was really funny. He was really funny, and he was very nice to me. I was too shy to speak up, and I don't think because I was playing this on my dad's PC. I don't think he had a microphone either. So, I couldn't really talk on voice chat. But it was very nice. And we ended up being friends. And oh my god, I sent him a friend request because I wanted to see him some other time. I wanted to play with him. Not see him, what the fuck? I wanted to play with him again. Since it was super fun running around with the guy and man, he had a he had one of those anime profile pictures where they look a little bit where they stare into the camera a little bit interesting. And since I was playing on my dad's PC, I of course it was on my dad's account then, so my dad was quite surprised when one day this random person he has never seen pops up in the fucking friends list playing a game, on the bottom right notification, this and that person is playing. Oh my fucking lord. It is so cringy when I think about it now, but for some reason, he never, like, unfriended him. He must have seen it, but I don't know why he just never unfriended that person. He was there for a long time, even, like, years after. When I had my own computer, I checked my dad's profile just for, like, fun, and he's still there. He is still there amongst, like, the 3 or 4 other friends my dad had, which were just people he knew IRL. There's just this random ass American. I don't know what to say, bro. It's just weird. It's just weird, but yeah. Overall, TF2 was amazing. Uh, don't play it today either, though. It's just too much. But yeah, I guess here you go. Here you have some of my stories. Hope you enjoyed.